as a big-time Viking fan. I'm holding this flag tight, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Legal tampering for the NFL starts now. Legal tampering for the NFL starts now, ladies and gentlemen. And as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I'm loving what I'm seeing. The excitement is amazing. By the way, everybody that comes in the building, make sure you hit the like button when you come in so we can get this out there. And also, consider subscribing. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But yeah, legal tampering has officially started, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to keep it 1,000 with each and every one of y'all. It's a beautiful thing to see. Now, let's talk about Kenneth Walker III signing with the Chiefs. Kenneth Walker III, the MVP of Super Bowl 60, does not stay with the Seahawks, and he takes his talent to the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes and their rebuilt defense. Well, it's not completely rebuilt yet. They got a lot of first round picks. They got a lot of picks. They're making a lot of moves. You know, the one thing about Kenneth Walker I love is not only he's a good blocking running back, he's a good catching running back. He also, you know what he did in the Super Bowl. You know what he did in the Super Bowl. Almost had 100 rushing yards in the first half in that Super Bowl. So I think Patrick Mahomes and Kenneth Walker, that's a great combination. It's a great combination. Only if they could get a wide receiver that could be lights out. Now, that's just opinion coming from a Viking fan. Now, let's talk about some specific moves today for the Vikings, right? So, 3-year signing Eric Wilson. Y'all know who Eric Wilson is. Linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings. We signed him to a 3-year, $22.5 million contract and $12.5 in guaranteed money, which is well deserved. The one thing about Eric Wilson that I respect so much, hard work pays off. An undrafted free agent. And when he got the opportunity last season, he shined. Every time the ball was in the air or there was a big play to be made, Eric Wilson will make that play. Every time there was a play to be made, Eric Wilson will be at the right place at the right time. And the one thing about Eric Wilson, I love it, man. I love his journey. That's why I try to tell people it's not about how you start your career. It's about how you finish your career. Undrafted free agents can be good as well. Now let's talk about another move. James Pierre signs a 2-year deal for $8.5 million, 3.7 in guaranteed money. James Pierre is a cornerback that is just, man, a good cover cornerback, outside corner. But he can also do slot. He can also play in the inside if need be. But he's more of an outside corner. He's more of an outside corner. James Pierre is more of an outside corner. Shout out to my guy. What's up? What's up? What's up, brother? Man, everything's everything. I'm just taking this nature walk. Just taking this nature walk and just making sure I, get my steps in for today and talk about the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Also, another You know, Jalen Naylor, he signs with the Raiders. Jalen Naylor signs with the Raiders. I forgot what the contract was. I forgot what Jalen Naylor's contract was, but the Raiders been putting in a lot of work. They've been putting in a lot of work, man. They signed Tyler Linderbaum, the best center in that's a free agent. And they signed him to an $81 million contract, 3 years, I believe. So the Raiders they're putting in a lot of work. The Raiders are putting in a lot of work. Now, is it good enough for them? You know, I'm going to say this. It starts with the trenches. You got to make sure your trenches is on point so your run game can be a lot better with Ashton Genty. And you about to draft Mendoza, so you got to make sure he's upright. So I love it. I absolutely love it. What else? Now, another question I have, because as a Viking fan, I understand that a lot of Viking fans are down on the prospect of Kyler Murray joining the mighty Minnesota Vikings. My question to y'all, listen, I got to get y'all honest opinion. What's going on, brother Mile High? What's good? If Kyler Murray was to sign on Wednesday, I think that's when you could officially sign with a team. If Kyler Murray was to sign on Wednesday for a league minimum, a veteran minimum, where are we going wrong? That is cheap. He is talented. No, he hasn't won a Super Bowl. No, I don't know if did he make the Pro Bowl? I'm not even sure if he made the Pro Bowl. But I know he's a talented quarterback, and he's still in his 20s. If you could get him with a league minimal, keyword, league minimum deal, because we don't got that much money to spend, I think that'd be perfect, man. And then have him and J.J. McCarthy go at it and see what happens. Yo, I'm a Broncos fan. Shout out to the Broncos fans, man. Yeah, man. Broncos, y'all defense is lights out, man. Y'all defense is lights out. Your defense is lights out. Tasha, what's up, Tasha? My team is the... Shout out to everybody, but make sure you hit that like button. If y'all haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button so we can get this out there. But yeah, like, I just feel like right now, as a Viking fan, I'm loving the moves that the Vikings are making right now. You know, signing Eric Wilson to a nice contract extension. Restructuring Justin Jefferson and Christian Darrisaw. Letting go Jonathan Allen, Aaron Jones, and who else? Jonathan Allen, Aaron Jones, and Hargrave too. So letting them go, I think it's a big deal. That's a big deal. That saves a lot of money. And I also like the fact that they didn't try to overpay Jalen Naylor. They try to keep him on the team. You know what I mean? I overpaid for Arden Key. Oh, you think so? They did? Yeah, I know Bill should have won it, but unfortunately they didn't. Yeah, man. Broncos are really good, man. They just, you know, I think Bo Nix getting hurt. Man, people don't understand how good Bo Nix is, man. Like, people don't understand how good Bo Nix is. Bo Nix is the real deal, man. You know what I mean? And that with that great defense that they have, they debatably have a top 3, top 2 defense. Some people even have the Broncos defense as number 1. So, just depends on who you ask. It just depends on who you ask. So, yeah, Bills should have won, but unfortunately they didn't. Yup. 2-year, $20 million edge rusher Arden Key signs with the Colts. You don't like him? I don't know too much about him. I can't really speak on him. I don't really know too much about him. Also, Auburn fan too. So that's what's up. See, I'm Philly everything besides football. See, I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania, so I'm a Sixer fan. I'm a Phillies fan. My college team is Penn State. You know, um, but yeah, man, Vikings definitely have to figure some things out, man. We got to figure some things out. I'm not really feeling. I mean, I understand the quarterback controversy. Like I really do. I understand the quarterback controversy. We're gonna be going through that until we figure out who the first string is. So I understand it, but I want to know why people don't like Kyler Murray so much. Is he that bad? Oh yeah, I will, bro. I will, bro. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'm out here just walking the trail and just chilling, bro. Just chilling, talking to y'all about the Minnesota Vikings and hoping the best. Hoping to talk to some people in the chat and get y'all opinion about this offseason so far. This offseason's been crazy, man. I think then Malik Willis signed with the Dolphins for a big bag. So Malik Willis, he signed with the Dolphins. So that was big time. Tua's going to Atlanta? Okay. You know, I like Tua, man, but I just feel like the man should retire, man. Once you get all those concussions, it's just like, bro, retire. That's concussions. Too many concussions worse than any injury you can get, because that's your brain. You know what I'm saying? That's your brain, bro. That's not even like a Achilles, or that's not your knee or your arm. That's your brain, bro. That's the worst injuries you can ever get. If you get too many concussions, it's like, bro, just retire. Thank you for subbing, bro. Tua to the Falcons. 1 year deal. Atlanta Falcons got talent over there. Yeah, they got some talent. They do. It goes to show you they gave up on Michael Penix already. They gave up on Michael Penix. They're letting Kirk Cousins go. They're letting Kirk Cousins go. They gave up on Michael Penix. So that's crazy, right? See, I don't think the Vikings are I don't know, man. I feel like the Vikings gave up on J.J. McCarthy, man. I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all. I really don't feel like they believe in J.J. McCarthy. And it's not that I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy. I'm just saying what I see, like, from, like, the organization. If they do bring in Kyler Murray, which I feel like they will, we're going to see who wins the job. But, like, I really feel like they're just like, yo, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Mount High, for subbing, bro. Appreciate you. Atlanta Falcons. But how do you feel about Kenneth Walker signing with the Chiefs? How do you feel about Kenneth Walker signing with the Chiefs? Is that like the craziest thing, man? I'm not surprised. Who wouldn't want Kenneth Walker on their team? But it's just like, Kenneth Walker, the MVP of the Super Bowl, is with the Chiefs, bro. It's crazy. It just sounds crazy to me, man. Guy just won the Super Bowl MVP, and now he's going to be in a Chiefs uniform with playing with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It's freaking crazy, man. And like I said, man, every quarterback needs a run game, even the all-time greats. Even Tom Brady needed a little bit of a run game. Everybody needed a run game, bro. So I'm really excited for what they're going to do next year. Even though I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I love good football, and I think that's a good look. Kenneth Walker, you couldn't play for a better organization, because I tell you one thing, Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive-minded head coaches in NFL history, and he's going to find a way to get the ball to Kenneth Walker and make something out of nothing. Andy Reid's going to find a way. Hey, listen, we're going to put you on the outside. Hey, listen, we're going to put you, you're going to be a wide receiver. you know the linebacker's getting cooked. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Linebackers, Nakobe, Dean, and Walker signed. Yes, the Raiders are signing everybody. They signed Tyler Linderbaum too, bro. They signed Tyler Linderbaum as well. And they also, you know, they got the first overall pick. You know they're going to draft Mendoza. Don't forget, they drafted Ashton Genty. So if they can establish the run game, and they can, you know, you got to establish the run game, especially with young quarterbacks. But, man, they could be dangerous, man. I'm not saying that the Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl next year. All I'm saying is they could be dangerous. The Raiders are making moves. Malik, what's good, baby? He said if the Kansas City Chiefs stay afloat with Chiefs until Mahomes gets back, the league is in trouble. Facts, bro. Facts. And they look at Jalen Naylor. You're so right. They signed Jalen Naylor. I forgot what his contract was. Like, congratulations to Jalen Naylor. I always had respect for him, but I'm happy that the Minnesota Vikings didn't just give him overpay him. You know what I mean? Try to overpay him. It's not worth trying to overpay. You know what I mean? I like Jalen Naylor, and I think that's a good pickup for the Raiders. He's a touchdown machine. He's a speedster. He's very fast, super talented. I think Mendoza will love throwing him the ball. But I'm glad the Vikings didn't try to just overpay him. You know what I mean? But I am happy for Jalen Naylor. I have nothing bad to say about Jalen Naylor. Like, I'm actually really happy for him. You know what I mean? Colts lost the best receiver to the Steelers. Whew. Yeah, Colts. Man, a lot of teams is making moves, man. The biggest team, I think the biggest winner so far, just my opinion, so far, I feel like the Raiders been making a lot of moves, man. And another big winner, I think the Chiefs are doing amazing. I think that Walker signing is lights out. Three-year, 25 mil guarantee. What about Mike? Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Yeah, Mike Evans went to the 49ers. Yeah, I like Mike Evans, man. Mike Evans was a good pickup, man. That was a good pickup for the Niners. They needed to get another #1 wide receiver. And I feel like even though Mike Evans isn't the youngest, you know, he's not the youngest anymore, but he's still a very good wide receiver. I think the 49ers, he gonna have a rejuvenated season, bro. He gonna look real good with the 49ers. They know how to play, man. They know how to coach. Man, one thing about Kyle Shanahan, he know what the heck he's doing with them play calls, man. He knows how to put his team in the best position to score and get points. And, man, I think Mike Evans is going to be really good. If they all stay healthy, listen, if their guys stay healthy like Nick Bosa and like Nick Bosa and, what's his name? Oh, Fred Warner. If they all stay healthy on defense and, you know, they stay healthy on offense with their offensive line, the 49ers are going to be dangerous next season. That's a fact, bro. Yeah, the 49ers are going to be dangerous next season, man. I like the Mike Evans pickup. The Mike Evans pickup, bro, that was a good pickup. Rams is a winner. Same with the Titans. Yeah, Titans been doing their thing too. Man. I think they just signed a center. I forgot. What's the center that the Titans just signed? The Titans just signed a center. Titans are making moves. Alec Pierce signed a, oh yeah, that's right, the wide receiver, yes. He signed a 116 mil deal. How many years? Like 4 years? Yo, these dudes is getting paper, man. Yo, the NFL, man, these players get money, man. I want to know what his guarantee money is, though. Just in, quarterback Kenny Pickett signs with the Panthers. Wow. Kenny Pickett signs with the Panthers. Got to get that backup quarterback. The Panthers going to be a threat next year too, man. I thought Pittman was number 1 and Alec Pierce was number 2. Could be. My whole thing, man, I'm just like, I'm to the point right now, man, this off season, man, is legit. It's lit. I'm loving every second of it. It's just like the official first, like, day of the off season, bro. Like, for real. Oh, and then we started it off with Max Crosby. Don't forget about the Max Crosby. Y'all forget about Max Crosby going to the Ravens. So the Raiders, darn, got 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby. You know what I'm saying? Got 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby. And that's crazy. The Ravens got Max Crosby on the outside, bro. On the edge, bro. You got that dog, man. Non-stop motor. You got that dog on defense, bro. Ravens got a few dogs on defense. Now they got Max Crosby. That Max Crosby move is legit. Legit. And I was trying to say on the live stream, like, some people think that that's too much. You're giving up way too much to go get Max Crosby. I look at it like this. When you're trying to win a Super Bowl and you got a franchise quarterback like Lamar Jackson, and you know when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the game. Mind you, I said players. I didn't just say quarterback. I mean players. Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, one of the best players in the game. If he can stay healthy, with my guy Zay Flowers on the outside, they got some dogs, man. They got an offense. They got to have I'm not sure how good their offensive line is, but if they can stay healthy this year with the dogs they got on defense, and then you include Max Crosby, and we're not even talking about what they do in the draft, the AFC might look a lot different next season, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the first seed in the AFC is the Ravens. I would not be surprised if the Ravens have the best record in the AFC next season. Like, real talk. Lamar Jackson had 1 down season, and people acting like the man is washed or he's just going to disappear. It's funny. So funny, man. They don't understand. Why? Listen, this is going to be a very, very interesting season for the Ravens. Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf would be deadly for the Steelers. Hate saying that, but still no quarterback. Yup. Got to have a quarterback. What are the Steelers going to do? Are they going to go after Kyler Murray? Are they going to go after Geno Smith? Are they going to keep Aaron Rodgers? What are the Steelers going to do? Because I'm going to tell you this right now, as a Viking fan opinion, I think the Steelers need to just go get their quarterback, man. I'm talking about franchise quarterback. Or, know what you can do? I would trade for Mac Jones. I'll go get a quarterback like Mac Jones or Kyler Murray if I was a Steeler, if I was a GM of the Steelers. So if you don't want to draft a quarterback, I think Mac Jones is better than what people think he is. Mac Jones will be good in that offense. Or you try to go get Kyler Murray. Because I want to get a quarterback that's in their 20s. Maybe early 30s, like 30 or 31, if that. But Geno Smith will be good, but I don't think that really puts you over the top. And that's like a 1-year guy. What's going on, Howard? I miss Pittman. Pierce is overrated. You think Pierce is overrated? How many yards did he have? Don't forget, we still have Kyle Kyle Hamilton and Nate Wiggins. Humphrey, yes. I'm never going to forget about Kyle Hamilton because we passed up on him and drafted Lewis Seen. So I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. But I will say this, though, bro. Yeah, the Ravens definitely got some dogs. I'll tell you that. They definitely got some dogs, bro. We're going to see what they do. But yeah, man. Ravens just got to stay healthy. Lamar Jackson has to stay healthy. If he don't stay healthy, it's a wrap. Gotta stay healthy. That goes for my quarterback as well. J.J. McCarthy. He got to stay healthy, man. That's my guy, man. J.J. McCarthy, I'm cheering for him. But at the same time, I'm cheering for anybody that is the quarterback for the Vikings. Whoever wins the job, I'm cheering for him. I don't make this personal when I talk about any player. There's only one player that I absolutely love, man, on like of all time, and that's Randy Moss. That's it, bro. Like, Randy Moss is my guy. Oh, I love Brian Dawkins from the Eagles. I love Brian Dawkins from the Eagles as well, but there's a couple other players I love as well, but Randy Moss is my guy, man. But yeah, I just want to win a Super Bowl. I don't really care who the quarterback is for the Vikings, bro. I really don't. I really don't care who the quarterback is. It could be you that's watching this video. If you was to be on the Vikings team, I don't care, bro. As long as you can play, as long as you can throw the ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Hey, listen, bro. You that's watching this video, I would cheer for you, bro. Ain't nothing personal for me. Colts still have Sauce Gardner, Ward, and Cameron. Yes! Cameron Bynum. I love Cameron Bynum, bro. Dang, bro. Why you have to remind me about that? Sauce Gardner got to get healthy. Where's Sauce Gardner? What did he do? He tore his ACL or something? That man got to get healthy, bro. I love Gardner, though. I want Kyler Murray here in Indy. I wish we could toss Jones to the curb. Why? Why don't you like Jones? Why don't you like Daniel Jones? Danny Dimes. You don't like Danny Dimes? I like Danny Dimes. I like Danny Dimes. All right, the Bears have turned the corner. Gonna be no BS no more. Yeah, Bears are legit. The Bears are legit. I will admit to that. Bears are definitely legit. Bears are definitely legit. Yeah, Bears are like even coming from a Viking fan, man, Caleb turned into be one of the best young quarterbacks in the game. Ben Johnson turned that offense around. Let's see what he can do now that they have film. Let's see if the offense can still be good. We'll see what happens. Charles Rasheed going back to the Seahawks. 3 years, $51 million, $34 million guaranteed. That's a good move right there. That's a good move. I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I think that Kenneth Walker loss was a big loss for them, man. They should have kept the MVP. Don't get beside yourself, man. Like you need to keep the MVP. You got to keep the MVP. You going to let Kenneth Walker walk? Why would you let Kenneth Walker walk? Why would you let him walk? That's crazy. I'm not letting him go. If that was one of the biggest reasons why I won the Super Bowl, I ain't letting him go. Who do they expect to replace Kenneth Walker? That's what my question is. Who do they expect to replace Kenneth Walker? But why do you not like Daniel Jones? Like, why don't you like Daniel Jones? What did Daniel Jones? What about Daniel Jones? What don't you like about Daniel Jones? I know he got hurt a lot. I know he got hurt a few times, but what about Daniel Jones? You're like, oh, I ain't rocking with it. Because I think Daniel Jones is pretty good, bro. He's solid. He's decent. But nah, y'all not gonna get Kyler Murray from us, man. Like, Kyler Murray wanna come play for the Vikings, but he gotta beat out JJ McCarthy first, though. He gotta beat out JJ McCarthy first, but nah, y'all not getting Kyler Murray. I'm still stuck on why you don't like Daniel Jones, though. Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes. The Seahawks lost in their secondary. Yeah, they losing a lot of people, man. You see why it's so hard for Super Bowl champions to repeat? I wonder how many Super Bowl champions could go back to back. How many times throughout history has that happened? Because I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened that many times throughout NFL history. I'm pretty sure. Because when you think about it, it's just like, dang, bro, like, really? Losing all these key players. You're losing. You lost. How many players did they lose? And you lose the MVP. So they lost Bryant too. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. We're going to see what happens, man. They still got their nucleus when it comes to their quarterback. They got very good coaching, and they still got dogs on defense. And they still got a good team, but I don't know, man. That losing the MVP is where I'm like, kind of like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all could have tried to make something work. But it's all about sacrifices for certain players. So they just, hey, listen, we're going to get another running back. You better hope he's close to that level so y'all can repeat. Better hope he's close to that level so y'all can repeat. Because I'll tell you one thing. It ain't no joke, man, repeating. You're going to have the hardest schedule. Everybody's going to give you their top. Like, everybody's going to give you their best effort, bro. Shout out to George in the building. 49ers and Rams making moves in Seahawks division. Yes, the Rams are making moves as well, man. Seahawks, 49ers. I love Mike Evans going to the Niners, man. I love Mike Evans going to the Niners. I think that's big time. That's going to be that's a big time move, bro. Mike Evans is going to be in the Hall of Fame when he retires. That man has 1,000 receiving yards in every season of his career, bro. That man's been in the NFL for 12 seasons, I believe. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that the consistency of him, the consistency of Mike Evans is crazy. Gonna be weird to see Mike Evans in different. Yeah, man. I think he's gonna look real good. I think he's gonna do amazing with the 49ers, though, man. I think, like, Mike Evans to the 49ers is such a slept-on move, bro. Like, people don't understand that man's gonna go crazy with the Niners. Like, that man gonna go crazy. And I don't know when George Kittle's gonna be playing. So you know George Kittle's gonna probably miss a few weeks. Hey, listen, bro, that's more footballs going to Mike Evans. I'm telling y'all right now. Hey, listen. Mike Evans gonna look like a dang on old. He's gonna look like he was in his prime. I'm telling y'all right now. He gonna look like he in his prime. I'm telling y'all. Arizona got a new head coach, Matt LaFleur. Yeah, brother. Yup. Evans has a cool first name. Yeah, man. Yeah. Mike Evans. Yeah, Mike Evans is that was a good move for the Niners, man. Good signing by the Niners. But yeah, man, a lot of these teams is making moves, man. This is like the funnest. Like, I know regular season is fun and postseason is fun, but I feel like the off season is fun as well. It's very entertaining and interesting because you just don't know what's going to happen, man. Like they say, I think everything is official on Wednesday when you can make like the final like signings and it'll be official on Wednesday. I feel like Kyler Murray gonna choose his team, bro. I think they said it was out of the Jets, the Vikings, and some other team. I forgot what the other team was. But I think Kyler Murray gonna make his move. He gonna make his he gonna sign with a team. He gonna sign with a team. It's crazy, man. And I was looking up like the Tua, like the Dolphins let him go. They said it was 99 point something million dollar against the cap. That's the most in NFL history, like dead cap money, bro. For 2 years, that's 90 mil that's on the cap, bro. That is crazy. I ain't never listen. That's how you know these billionaires are beyond rich, man. Like these owners of the team is beyond rich. That's why I be trying to say, like is like even with the players on the Vikings, you know, I'm a Viking fan. I'm like, get y'all money, man. Get every penny y'all can get, bro. Because if they able to have dead cap money for 90 mil for 2 seasons, how much money you think they're getting from these players? How much profit do you think they're getting? You know what I mean? So that's why I always say, though, players get as much money as you possibly can, because football is a sport where you could be a star one day and then you be out the league the next day. And teams will get rid of a star in a heart, like easily, bro. Like the NFL. Listen, bro. You tear your ACL, your Achilles, you don't come back the same. They're gonna look to replace you, bro. They're gonna look to replace you. I think the average for like a career in the NFL is like 3 years, bro. 3 years. So that's why I say, yo, if you could get to the first big bag or a second big bag, that's a blessing, bro. For real. The lead tampering is fun. A couple days, get your juices flowing for football game. Facts, bro. We see a lot of 1 year turnarounds. Yes, true. Raiders might be competitive team next year. True. I think so too, bro. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. Everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button. If I can get 10 likes, I would really appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Excuse me. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Also, we're going to be going live for the NFL draft. We're going to be going live for primetime games. Not all the primetime games, but we're going to be going live for a lot of primetime games this season. Like, that's a guarantee, bro. That's a guarantee, bro. One of my best friends is Rob. Do you know him? No, I don't. I don't, bro. Gotta take a Flower Murray. Only, yes, George, that's what I'm saying, George. But people be like, oh, he sucks. I'm like, bro, like, it's 1 point something mil, bro, for a quarterback with talent. He's still in his 20s. You're not signing him to, it'd be different if you were signing Kyler Murray for like you were trading for him, or you were signing him to like a 4-year, $100+ million contract. I'll say, yeah, you got a point. But for 1 point, whatever it is, bro, listen, bro, that's worth it. That's worth it. That's big. That's worth it, bro. You're not giving him so much money where it's really hurting you. And it's just like, all right, you don't know what you have in JJ McCarthy, so let him have some competition and see who wins. And it could be a win-win for both of win-win when it comes to the Viking fans. All right, say, for instance, JJ McCarthy proves everybody wrong, beats out Kyler Murray. Ooh, that's good. The only thing he got to do is stay healthy. Got to stay healthy and do his thing in the regular season. Now, the other way around. Say Kyler Murray beats out JJ McCarthy and he has a good season with the Vikings and we make a playoff run. Isn't that a win-win for us as well? Because then you have to think of it like this. Okay, it sucks for JJ McCarthy. I ain't going to sit there and cap. But it is good for the Viking fans because now you might have a franchise quarterback. Either way, it worked. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for us. Like, at the end of the day, it shouldn't be personal. It should be who's the best at that position? Who's the best at that position? And if J.J. McCarthy is the best at that position, Kevin O'Connell, he has no excuse. He needs to play him. There's no, oh, I wanted Kyler and he should be. No. If J.J. McCarthy wins the starting job, the guy who wins the starting job should be the starter for the start of the 2026 NFL season. Period. Shouldn't be no debate. How do you see the NFC North looking compared to the other NFC conferences? Woo! NFC North is so freaking talented, man. Like, all right, so for instance, right? The Minnesota Vikings won 14 games in 2024. Then we had a down season this year. Our down season is 9 wins. Do y'all understand how crazy? That's not even bad, bro. Our down season is 9 wins. So we weren't even that bad. And then I think the Lions had like 8 wins, I believe. So like there's no team in our division where it's just like, oh, they just totally stink. They're just winning 1 or 2 games or 3 games. No, every team in our division is decent or good. You got the Bears, you know, they weren't that good in 2024. They bounced back in 2025 with a new head coach in Ben Johnson. And the Bears were one of the best teams in the NFC all season long. One of the best offenses in the NFC all year long. And then you talk about the Packers. Michael Parsons listen, bro. Michael Parsons going to the Packers was a big deal. The unfortunate truth is when Michael Parsons, he's a straight up dog. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. That is someone that can wreck a game by himself. That's how good Michael Parsons is. When he got hurt, that really hurt the Packers, but they still have a lot of talent. They still got a lot of talent on that defense. And Jordan Love, he got hurt. He got to stay healthy, man. Jordan Love, I like Jordan Love coming from a Viking fan. He's just not consistent, bro. Like, 1 minute he looks really good. Next minute he looks like a little bit below average, bro. But I think Jordan Love is a good quarterback. He got to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing for Jordan Love. He got to stay healthy. Now, with the Lions, they just got to figure out, I don't know, man. I don't even know about the Lions, man. They got to stay healthy. But one of my favorite players on the Lions is Aiden Hutchinson. He's a straight-up dog, one of the best edge rushers in the game. I don't think Jared Goff is as bad as what people think he is, and I love Gibbs. Gibbs is one of the best running backs in the game. They got to stay healthy, and they just have to, they have to adjust to losing Ben Johnson. When they lost Ben Johnson, their whole offense didn't seem like they weren't that good. Now, 9 is buns. That's not true, bro. Bro, we talking about, all right, let me give you a reason why I feel like 9 wins isn't that bad. Think of it like this. Our defense was amazing. Our offense was ranked what was it ranked? I think 29th or 28th. I think 29th. Our offense was ranked 29th in total offense. How many teams are in the NFL? 32 teams. So even though, yes, we had one of the best defenses in the game. Even though we had one of the best defenses in the game, our offense was ranked number 29th. If the offense could just be average, the Minnesota Vikings would have made the playoffs, bro. We were a game out of the playoffs. And y'all know how I feel about the playoffs. Once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen, bro. Anybody can lose, and it's a 1-game elimination. I don't care if you were the first seed. I don't care if you're the second seed, the third seed, the fourth seed, the fifth seed, whatever seed you are. Listen, you can't take those statistics from the regular season into the playoffs. You're going to have to prove it all over again. May the best team win that particular day. How many times have you seen an upset of a team that barely got to the playoffs and went on a run and won the Super Bowl? How many times have you seen that? I've seen the Giants do it a couple of times and beat Tom Brady. So my whole thing is this. We were literally a game out of first place, bro. I mean, not first place, a game out of the playoffs. But getting back to that question, the NFC North is stacked. As a Viking fan, I just hope we could just be healthy. I just hope that J.J. McCarthy can prove a lot of people wrong. Or whoever the starting quarterback is, I just want them to play well. Like it's not fair to the defense when your defense is on the field for an extra quarter a game because your offense is horrible, going 3-and-out turnovers, 3-and-out turnovers. It's embarrassing. I hope Kevin O'Connell learned his lesson to run the freaking ball. You saw the Super Bowl champions, the Seahawks, run the ball the way they did, and you see why Kenneth Walker was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Got to run that ball. Shout out to Chris Farrell in the building. You're in between the diary and I'm not sure what you mean by that. Love is inconsistent if you can pressure him early. Yup, I agree with that. Kind of like the Panthers. Yeah, that's true. Lions going to miss David Montgomery. Yeah, I think so too. Kyler Murray, Minnesota now. Yeah, you listen, that might happen, BC. Lions lost chemistry this year. Yeah, I think Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, was a big L. People was trying to make it seem like listen, when you have a great season and you lose your coordinators, listen, you're going to take a step back, man. When you lose those good coordinators, I don't care if it's a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator, you're going to take a step back. And when Ben Johnson got hired to the Bears, I ain't going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to say I was scared, like, oh, look at the. But I had a feeling, bro. I said, oh, no, man. The Lions offense was lights out with Ben. Now he going to go with Caleb Williams. With that wide receiver group and what they got going on, they upgraded their offensive line. And then you see Caleb Williams just dominating, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. It's not a coincidence, bro. Ben Johnson is a very good coach. And this is coming from a Viking fan. I'm not going to hate. I'm going to keep it real with you. Lions lost. Not with the Bears in the division. Seattle was sorry last year, won the Super Bowl. Facts, bro. And you know what's crazy, bro? I don't know about facts. I don't think they were that bad. But I will say this, though, bro. I always say any given year for NFL. Any given Sunday, any given year. That should be more of a saying. That should be like more common. Any given year, because you could suck one year. Like your team could be horrible one year, and the next thing you know, they look good the next year. They just get better each year. And like all that matters is you improve every game and every year. And then before you know it, you got a team that's ready to contend. Man, I seen the Patriots, man. They went from a team that wasn't all that to a team that went to the Super Bowl, bro. A team that got to the Super Bowl with a 23-year-old quarterback. Well, the Patriots had an easy schedule. It wasn't that hard. It was easy. Man, it's still professional teams they was going against. And they still have a second-year quarterback that got them to the Super Bowl. And he was in the MVP conversations. He wasn't going to win it because Matthew Stafford is that guy. But Drake May was definitely in the MVP conversations. You think Bijan is good? I'm a Falcons. Oh, my gosh. What? Bijan? Do I think he's good? Man, shoot, I'll trade you. Listen. Hey, listen, bro. If y'all don't want Bijan, you can just let him go. Just release him, bro. You don't even got to trade him. We don't got to trade. Just release him. I know y'all going to save some money. I'll take him on the Vikings any day of the week. If we had a Bijan, bro. Bijan one of the best running backs in the game, bro. Bijan's vision. Bijan's agility. Bijan's power. Bijan is one of them guys, bro. Bijan one of the best running backs in the game. I love Bijan. I love Bijan. Straight dog, bro. Go get me a Bijan on the Minnesota Vikings. I'd be happy, bro. Hey, listen. Go get me a Bijan on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be happy. I'll have a celebration, bro. Well, I'll be celebrating with y'all right now. I'd probably go live for a whole 24 hours if I could. Celebrating. For real. B-John one of them guys, though, bro. It's difficult each year to replace an OC and DC. Going to rebuild the chemistry. Yup. That's why you have to have that head coach, though. See, that's the common ground that you need to have. That's why if you have the head coach, yes, you might take a step back, but your head coach keeps you afloat. Because if your head coach ain't really all that, but it's really your coordinators that made y'all that good, and then when they leave, y'all just fall completely apart, that's not a good look, bro. That's why I'm saying you got to have that head coach that knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? That can manage the deficiencies when that offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator is gone. You can't if your team completely falls apart, that means your coach ain't that good, bro. I say that respectfully. If you still got pretty much the same team and your team falls completely apart without your offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, then I can see you taking steps back. But I'm talking about like you dramatically take steps. I'm talking about dramatic steps back where you're not even winning games at all. You're just suck the following season. Like, that's why the head coaches get paid the big bucks. The good ones. Like, I don't know how many coaches Andy Reid lost over the years, but you see the Chiefs always in contention. How many times did the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl? Prior to, you know what I mean, until, always in the playoffs. They lose a lot of coordinators. They lose a lot of coaches. But it's consistency, bro. He's so good, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, because it does matter. But at the same time, when you have a good head coach, bro, sky's the limit, man. And look, I'm a Kevin O'Connell guy no, I'm not. I ain't going to lie. I like Kevin O'Connell. It's nothing personal. But Kevin O'Connell going to have to prove that he's the guy, bro. He shouldn't be treated like an Andy Reid. If he doesn't get the job done this year and get us to the playoffs, he should be fired, respectfully. Former Eagle and Super Bowl champ, and going to Houston Texans 3-year champ. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Man, some big moves is happening, bro. Some big moves is happening. Some big moves. He said he ain't going nowhere. Oh, so you don't want to give up Bijan? Falcons signed Tua. So Falcons they did sign Tua. Hey, listen, man. I say this respectfully, bro. Everybody's in the building. If y'all can, please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Like I said, Tua, I don't know about Tua, bro. Like, I say that respectfully, man. I like Tua, but I wouldn't be that hype if I was a Falcons fan. I really wouldn't. Because any hit could be a concussion, bro. Any hit could be a concussion. It's too risky, man. And I think Tua's a heck of a player, bro. Like, I think he's a talented player. But, come on, bro. All those concussions add up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah, I'm just taking this nature walk. It's amazing, man. I just love getting my steps in, bro. Michael Penix to Minnesota next year. Michael Penix. Shit, it might be this year. Hey, listen, the Falcons is done already. They said we going with Tua. Dang, bro, that's so crazy, man. They out on Michael Penix, man. That's crazy. We got to start Michael Penix, but we signed 2 wide receivers, 1 from the Bears. I feel like Tua going to get the start, though, bro. Tua going to get the start. They gave up on Michael. Tua's too big of a name to just be, oh, he going to be the backup. Nah. Tua the starter, bro. Him signing with the Dolphins, Michael Penix's career with the Falcons is done, bro. His career with the Falcons is done. If I was him, I would request a trade. Hey, listen, bro. I request a trade to the Minnesota Vikings, man. Let me go to the Minnesota Vikings, and me and JJ McCarthy go at it and see who wins. And then they let go Kirk Cousins, right? They released Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk was not even bad, though, I think. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, he not a bad quarterback, man. He just don't got that it factor for me. Like, he's just not the dude that's going to put the team on his back when it really counts. I'm talking about playoffs. He ain't going to do it. I like Kirk Cousins. Don't get it twisted. But everything has to go perfect for you to win with a Kirk Cousins. Everything has to go perfect to win with a Kirk Cousins. For real. It's so crazy, man. But God bless to each and every one of y'all. Thank you for vibing with me on this wonderful, wonderful night. Whew, wonderful day. Well, it's not even night. It's about to get night. It's like dusk dark right here. Take one more lap around. Atlanta Falcons still paying Kirk Cousins. Yup. Kirk Cousins, man, getting that money. Kirk Cousins is getting that bag, bro. I'm not mad at him at all. Get that money, brother. But yeah, this off season has been really cool, really entertaining. I think the Raiders are going to look so different next season, man. I think the Raiders are going to look so different. They got to figure out who they're going to replace Max Crosby with. Who they're going to draft to try to replace Max Crosby. Max Crosby. Who getting Stephon Diggs? Who's going to the team to take a chance on him? Ooh. I don't know, man. Stephon Diggs got some stuff going on, man. Praise to him. I'm not judging. I'm just saying he got some stuff going on, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know his situation. I'm not going to really talk about it, but prayers to him and his family, and hopefully hope the best, man. But you know, some people just, you know, make mistakes. They keep making mistakes, and it's unfortunate. It's the unfortunate truth. I hope Stephon Diggs gets another chance. I don't know what team he will go to, because he's still a talented wide receiver. Oh, by the way, there's rumors that the Patriots are interested in Jordan Addison. If the Patriots want Jordan Addison, I need a first and a second. If the Patriots want Jordan Addison, I need a first-round pick in 2027, and I need a second-round pick in 2026. And you can have Jordan Addison. And they're interested in Jonathan Grenard. Jonathan Grenard, I want your first round pick in 2026. For real. All right, so he said not the Falcons signing Tua. Yeah, man, that's what I'm hearing. That's the reports, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button, baby. Hit the like button, baby. We are going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is 1U2 family. And I always say, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly feel that way. I'm not going to get into detail about this, but there's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world. And listen, maybe one day I have to talk about what's going on one day. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about it right at this moment, but I just want people to just be able to come to this channel and just vibe, bro. I don't even care if it's only one person with me talking to me right now. Like, we just vibing and just having a good time, just talking to each other, man. That's what this channel's about. Just to have good vibes, man. Positivity. It's okay to disagree it's okay to agree to disagree with people. You know what I mean? Just keep it respectful. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff going on around this whole entire world, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it's like nothing you can do to get away from it. It's like I go on YouTube and it pops up on my timeline. I can't even get away from this stuff. But I just be like, let me just talk about my Vikings so I'm not thinking about it. Let me just talk to my YouTube family so you're not worrying about the stupidity of what's going on around the world right now. So, but shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. I feel like Dixon. Patriots tried to trade for A.J. Brown. I don't think that's a good idea. I think A.J. Brown would be a good fit for the Patriots, bro. I don't think that's a good idea. I think A.J. Brown needs to go to like a team with like a resume, like a team like with a quarterback with a resume. Like I'm talking about like a Patrick Mahomes type deal. He can't go to a team like with a young quarterback like that's only 23 years old, bro. Even though he's nice, even though Drake May is really good, I don't think that's a good idea, bro. Nah. And A.J. Brown's a good wide receiver. But he gotta go to a team like the Bills or the Chiefs or like a team that has a quarterback with a resume. Like I'm talking about like consistent, great with numerous years. I know Drake May just went to the Super Bowl. I'm not taking that from him. But I just feel like he's too young to handle a wide receiver like A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, he like Terrell Owens, but not as good, if that makes sense. A.J. Brown, the best comparison is he's like Terrell Owens when it comes to like all the craziness. You know what I mean? Yelling at the coach, saying this about the coach and all that. He's just not as good as Terrell Owens. Not even close. Respectfully, because Terrell Owens is one of the greatest of all time. The Dolphins have no starters, by the way, all day. Angel Jalen, Waddle. They cut half their starters. Tua is gone. Minka is gone. Chubb is gone. Yeah, they trying to rebuild, bro. They trying to rebuild for the future, bro. They rebuilding. They cut half their starters. Bucks aren't going back to the playoffs. Yeah, I think, you know what the Vikings should do? I think the Vikings should go trade for Baker Mayfield, bro. I would go trade for Baker Mayfield. That's what I would do. I'll trade for Baker Mayfield. Hey, listen, bro, I'll give you a third-round pick for Baker. What? I'll give you a future third-round pick. I'll give you this year's third-round pick and next year's third-round pick for Baker. For real. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate it. What's on y'all mind for free agency? Illegal NFL tampering. What's on y'all mind? How do you feel about what's going on with the NFL right now with all the moves that pretty much happened today? It's not finalized all like some of the moves, but you get where I'm going. Legal tampering. What moves today was that caught you kind of off guard? The biggest move that caught me off guard was Max Crosby going to the Ravens and also Kenneth Walker going to the Chiefs. That right there was like, oh, snap. That caught me off guard big time. Angel, what's good, bro? What's good with you, my guy? My brother from another mother, what's good? But yeah, man, those are the two moves that really got me. I'm like, yo, what's going on with that? I was hype about those moves. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was like, is that really happening? Did Kenneth Walker really just sign with the Chiefs? Did Tyler Linderbaum really just sign with the Raiders? He's the highest paid inside lineman, I think in NFL history. I think it's like 80 mil 3 years. It's crazy, bro. I think the Rams overpaid for Trent. You think so? Trent, one of the best tackles of all time, though, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Shit, Trent. Well, I think the Rams. Oh, Rams. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm talking about. I'm thinking of Trent Williams. My bad, bro. My bad. You talking about the Rams? What's his last name? My bad, bro. What's his last name? Trent what? What's his last name again? I don't know why I'm thinking of Trent Williams. What's his last name, Angel? McDuffie. Oh, yeah, McDuffie. That's right. I'm tripping. Trent McDuffie, cornerback, Chiefs. Hey, listen, bro. Y'all going for it. Y'all going for it, bro. I can't be mad at what y'all doing right now because when you really think about it, right? The Rams got cooked. Their secondary got cooked by the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. So what do you have to do to counter that? You have to get your secondary and make sure your secondary is on point. I think Trent McDuffie, is a dog. He's young, talented. He's one of the reasons why the Chiefs got 2 of those Super Bowls. He's part of 2 Super Bowls. He's a Super Bowl champion. He has experience and he's super young. I think he's like 25, 26 years old. I think Trent McDuffie's worth it, bro. Because your whole goal right now is winning Super Bowls. The Rams. You got an MVP quarterback. You have really no real weaknesses on your team besides your secondary. So the only thing y'all have to do is get your secondary on point. And now that your secondary looks like it's on point, I'm talking about like your corners. I don't know about y'all safeties, but I know Trent is a dog, bro. I think that was a good move. The Seahawks won't be able to do what they did to y'all if y'all had Trent McDuffie on y'all team. Sam Darnold was throwing dimes, bro, to Jackson Smith, bro, and the guys. Sam Darnold was just throwing dimes, bro. So you had to make sure, because even if you was to draft in the first round, say you draft the best corner in this upcoming draft. Say you get the draft Delane or from LSU. What's the other Bull's name? I forgot the other Bull's name. But say you draft the best corner in this upcoming draft. That doesn't mean he's going to be Trent McDuffie. Richardson. That doesn't mean he's going to be Trent McDuffie. I like Trent, bro. Now, everybody got to stay healthy. The Rams are so close, bro. There was a game out of the Super Bowl. One game out of the Super Bowl. So, my whole thing is, coming from a Viking fan opinion, forget those picks, bro. Go get a guy that you know that can play, because those picks don't really, you just don't know if they can play or not in the NFL. They might be good in college, but that don't mean they're going to be good in the NFL. So you got to go get that guy. You got to go get the guy that could possibly put you over the top. That's why I have so much respect for the Ravens for going after Max Crosby, because Max Crosby is the guy they think that could put him over the top. Now, we'll see if it happens. But for them to get rid of 2 first-round picks, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's how I look at it. Skull, what's good, bro? Viking news today. What's good, my guy? Yeah, I'm just talking about just talking to my YouTube family about all the moves today. Viking moves or whatever moves throughout the day. The Raiders made a lot of good moves. The Chiefs made a lot of good moves. A few teams made some good moves, man. Now, Let's see what happens the next couple few days, especially Wednesday. There's going to be still players that's going to be released. There's going to be a lot of things happening, man. I'm telling you. There's going to be some trades that you probably wouldn't expect that's going to definitely happen, bro. For real. The thing is, Trent went with the Chiefs, wasn't really playing zone. He was playing man-to-man with the Rams. Trent has to play zone. Oh, he has to play zone? Who's your defensive coordinator? He gonna have to, what your defensive coordinator gonna have to do, he gonna have to adapt to what Trent does best in the secondary. I don't know, man. I don't know who your defensive coordinator is, but I always say, man, they made that trade for a reason, bro. And Trent McDuffie is a dog. He made so many plays in his career in big moments. So Rams are a zone coverage defense. They're going to have to change it a little bit. How about they do like a little bit of a hybrid? Sometimes they in zone, sometimes they in man. You know what I mean? Switch it up. That's probably why they got cooked in the NFC conference, because they know that they're always going to be in zone. I say change it up. Just like, all right, for instance, right? My Vikings is a 3-4 defense, right? But Brian Flores, he would switch it sometimes depending on the matchup. I love that. You got to switch it up, bro. I'm more of a 4-3 defense. I like 4-3 defense better than anything. Man-to-man on the outside, but we do a lot of zone as well, though. I ain't gonna lie, but we do a lot of zone because we don't really got the outside corners that can really stick with nobody, really. That's the only reason why we do zone, bro. Like, you got guys now. You probably only did zone because you didn't have the talent. But now you have the talent that can play man-to-man. McDuffie could play man-to-man. You know what I mean? You probably didn't have the talent to do that. But now you do. Now you got the talent to do man-to-man on the outside, bro. I'm just saying. Sometimes zone is just to cover up the deficiencies because you can't do man-to-man. But the one thing about the Vikings, we have a very, very good defense. But if you can find that zone, the middle of that zone is always open. If you can find that middle of the zone, you good. If you can get the ball off in time, because our pass rush is going to try to get to you. But the man-to-man defense, if you have the talent, I feel like that's the best defense. I think the Rams were zone coverage defense because they were one of the worst run defenses a couple of years ago. Okay, I got you. I love your I like Verse. What's your defensive tackle's name? What your top defensive tackle? What's his name? I was drafting him in the mock drafts a couple years ago. I love Verse too, though, man. Jared Verse, one of my guys, man. I love Jared Verse. One of them guys, bro. He is straight up dog. Straight up dog, bro. Straight up. But yeah, I'm be getting off in a few minutes, y'all. I just want to chop it up with y'all. Thank you so much for all y'all support, man. I really appreciate it. Stay on a few more minutes. Then I'm going to get off. But yeah, y'all can't tell, but it's like dusk dark. It's like way darker than what the screen looks like. Like it looks like it's like really daylight outside, but it's really not this light outside where I'm at. But we'll see what happens. But I'll tell you one thing, this all season has been amazing, man. I love it so far. We just getting started with the drama, though. We just getting started with the drama, the entertainment of all the teams in the NFL. I'm expecting a big-time quarterback to get traded I don't know who it is, but I feel like somebody gonna get traded. But all right, y'all. I'm getting off. I want to say God bless to y'all. Have a wonderful day. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Until next time, peace out.